Simon is currently detained at Killamäkoski Correctional Center in Finland and is scheduled to face trial in May 2025. For the past 2 weeks, Finnish police have been interrogating Simon Ekpa daily, reportedly without his lawyer present, which his assistant lawyer, Ekpa, has publicly condemned. Simon Ekpa's assistant lawyer has been actively campaigning across Finnish media outlets, claiming the police are trying to force information out of Simon Ekpa and that his detention lacks full legal backing. Ekpa has also called on international support, particularly from African nations, urging them to help pressure for Simon Ekpa's release, citing recognition of the May 30th, 1967 Independence Declaration by the United State of Biafra as a sovereign and independent state. Simon Ekpa's wife filed for divorce immediately after his arrest and has sought full custody of their children, raising suspicions about possible influence from authorities. Reports claim the Finnish police advised Simon Ekpa's wife to divorce him and change all personal data she shared with him, including bank info, passwords, and residential details. She was also allegedly told to prevent the children from contacting Simon Ekpa, especially after their eldest son visited him for his birthday in prison. Meanwhile, billionaire Elon Musk's company X, formerly Twitter, was asked by Finnish authorities to hand over Simon Ekpa's account data, which they have started doing to assist the investigation. Reports suggests that Elon Musk's company X, formerly Twitter, submitted Simon Ekpa's personal data, including account analytics and user info, to Finnish authority, which could be used in court. In recent developments in Finland that have captured public attention, the situation involving Simon Ekpa has grown increasingly complex and worrisome. Simon Ekpa is currently being held at the Killamäkoski Correctional Center in Finland, where he is detained while awaiting trial scheduled for May 2025. The case has raised serious concerns among legal experts and the general public regarding the treatment Simon Ekpa is receiving from Finnish law enforcement. Over the past 2 weeks, Finnish police have reportedly been interrogating Simon Ekpa on a daily basis. These repeated interrogations have taken place in the absence of Simon Ekpa's legal counsel, a matter which has sparked intense criticism from his assistant lawyer, Ekpa. Ekpa has spoken out publicly in Finnish media, arguing that the constant and forceful questioning is not only excessive, but also raises significant doubts about the legality and fairness of Simon Ekpa's detention. His assistant lawyer contends that such actions by the Finnish police appear to be an effort to extract incriminating information from Simon Ekpa outside the boundaries of standard legal procedures. The absence of an attorney during these interrogations is considered a violation of Simon Ekpa's right to proper legal representation, an issue that has rightly alarmed human rights advocates and legal professionals alike. Ekpa's public statements reflect deep concerns about the methods being employed by the authorities in handling the case. The assistant lawyer has been highly active, appearing on various Finnish television channels, radio broadcasts, and in print media to explain that Simon Ekpa denies the charges against him and has consistently opposed his continued incarceration under the current circumstances. This vehement protest from Simon Ekpa's legal representative has led to increased scrutiny and questions about whether the Finnish authorities are overstepping their bounds in their quest to build a case against him. Ekpa has even reached out internationally, urging influential African nations to voice their concern and support Simon Ekpa's cause. Her calls to action include appealing to African countries to consider the long-standing historical reference of the May 30, 1967 Independence Declaration by the United State of Biafra, advocating that this declaration, which asserted the sovereignty and independence of the state, should lend moral support toward pressure for Simon Ekpa's release. This outreach emphasizes not only the legal but also the geopolitical dimensions of the case, suggesting that international solidarity could play a role in ensuring that Simon Ekpa receives a fair trial. The escalating drama has not been confined to legal procedures and international appeals. In a parallel development that has further complicated matters, Simon Ekpa's personal life has also come under intense public and media scrutiny. Shortly after Simon Ekpa's arrest, his wife initiated divorce proceedings. The divorce filing appears to have been prompted immediately upon his arrest, and Simon Ekpa's wife has also sought to obtain full custody of their children. There are reports that suggest the Finnish police might have even advised her to take drastic measures, such as filing for divorce and revising all the personal information that she had shared with Simon Ekpa. This guidance reportedly extended to instructing her to change details related to bank accounts, social media passwords, and residential addresses. Such measures, according to various reports, were recommended in an effort to safeguard her and the children's personal data from potential misuse by Simon Ekpa or others linked to his case. The situation took another troubling turn when it was revealed that Simon Ekpa's wife was also advised to restrict any communication between her children and Simon Ekpa during his detention. This measure reportedly came into focus after her eldest son visited him in prison for his birthday, prompting the authorities to recommend that all further contact be prevented. The involvement of the family in what is primarily a legal matter has intensified public debate about whether there are ulterior motives influencing the sequence of events, with some wondering if the divorce and the custody battle are being manipulated by the authorities as part of a broader strategy to isolate Simon Ekpa. Adding another layer of complexity to the entire scenario is the involvement of one of the most influential figures in global technology. Finnish authorities have directed a request to the company previously known as Twitter, which is now operated under the name X by Elon Musk, to provide access to Simon Ekpa's account data. Reports indicate that Elon Musk's company has complied with this request and has begun handing over a range of data associated with Simon Ekpa's social media activity. The data provided includes account analytics and various types of user information, which Finnish police intend to use as evidence in the upcoming trial. The fact that an international technology company like X has been drawn into what is primarily a domestic legal issue underscores the wide-reaching implications of the case. It not only involves legal and human rights concerns within Finland, but also highlights the intersections between social media, data privacy, and international law enforcement practices. The series of events surrounding Simon Ekpa's detention, interrogation, and the subsequent influence on his personal life paint a picture of a case fraught with legal ambiguities and ethical questions. Many observers are left to wonder about the overall legitimacy of the methods employed by the Finnish police in their persistent attempts to extract a confession or crucial information from Simon Ekpa. Critics of the interrogation process argue that subjecting a detainee to daily questioning without legal representation can easily lead to coercion, and the absence of an attorney only heightens the risk that Simon Ekpa's rights are being compromised. This has not only affected his legal standing, but also appears to have started a ripple effect that is influencing decisions about his family's future. His wife's immediate steps to dissolve the marriage and secure custody of the children have raised suspicions about whether she is acting independently or if the authorities' influence extends even into personal and familial realms. The case has generated considerable public discussion on the integrity of legal procedures and the balance between national security concerns and individual rights. Those who support Simon Ekpa stress the importance of ensuring that legal processes are followed properly, and that every detainee is afforded the right to consult with a lawyer before undergoing any form of interrogation. They argue that if Simon Ekpa is found guilty based on evidence collected under such questionable circumstances, it would set a dangerous precedent for future cases in Finland. Conversely, proponents of the current approach by Finnish authorities claim that their actions are in the interest of national security and that they are following established protocols in dealing with what they perceive as a serious threat. The international call for support, particularly from African nations, highlights how intertwined local legal issues can be with global politics. By invoking the historical context of the May 30, 1967, Independence Declaration by the United State of Biafra, Simon Ekpa's legal team aims to mobilize international opinion and pressure Finland to reconsider the conduct of its investigations. This strategy of drawing on historical and geopolitical ties suggests that Simon Ekpa's case is not just about one man's alleged crimes, but also about broader issues of justice, national identity, and international solidarity. Amidst all these challenges, it remains to be seen how the trial will unfold in May 2025. The decision of the court will likely be influenced by the extensive evidence provided by Finnish authorities, including the data sourced from the company X, as well as the ongoing debates about the validity of the interrogation methods. Simon Ekpa's fate now hangs in a delicate balance between rigorous law enforcement and the imperative to uphold fundamental human rights. As the trial date approaches, both the legal community and the international community are watching closely. This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.